Welcome to my February 2022 report on the electrical systems at our property in Huntingdonshire in England. Here's a schematic reminder of the major components which currently make up the system, and further details are available in the description below the video. With no gas in the village, we currently have an oil boiler to centrally heat the main house and provide hot water. We have a couple of solar thermal panels, which you may have spotted at the right hand end of the house's roof, which do the bulk of the water heating in the summer months, but can't help much in winter. Therefore, there is more energy coming into the property than is shown in this video, which is just about the electrical systems. This first graph shows the electrical energy coming in each day of the month from our solar arrays and from the grid. The total solar production this month was 323 units, a daily average of 11.5 units. 602 grid units were imported in total, with just 14 at normal rate, which I sometimes call peak rate. There were 2 days when the battery ran out during the evening due to extra heating being required in the annex above the garage, and this added to the usual few tenths of a normal unit, which are regularly drawn each day. 25 units were exported to the grid, which was 2.7% of the total electrical energy coming in and 7.8% of the solar energy produced. This was higher than usual, but is explained by the fact that we were away for a week, so the car wasn't plugged in to capture the excess solar after the Powerwall had been filled on 4 days, and on the 27th the car's battery reached 100%. On the other hand, there were 3 days when no grid energy was deliberately drawn, though the meters did as usual register fractions of a unit each day. At this time of year, that can only happen on a very sunny day when the annex's tenant was not in residence, so the storage heaters weren't on. This second graph shows the origin of the energy consumed by the property and the car. The figures behind this graph are mainly supplied by the Tesla app, with the car charging figures coming from the My Energy app. 18.9% of the energy came directly from solar, and a further 12.8% was solar coming to the property via the Powerwall, giving a total solar contribution of nearly a third of the energy used. 69 of the solar units went into the car via the zappi charger. During our week away, we were able to put 71 units into the car from a destination charger on the estate, and the car was also given 57 low-rate units from the grid at home. This resulted in the 350 miles driven costing around 1.6 pence per mile. This next graph shows the energy going into and coming out of the Powerwall each day, as reported by the Tesla app, and these were the 2 days when the battery was emptied. 89.4% of the energy that went in during the month came back out, just under 90% as it has usually been. Here's the self-power graph based on figures from the Tesla app, which reported that the proportion of self-power was 44.2%, but just over a third of that energy originated from the grid. This next graph shows the solar southwest production over the years since 2012. It was the 7th best February out of the 11 years, with 143 units produced close to the arithmetic mean of 145.2 and the median of 145 units. The cumulative year-to-date graph keeps 2022 in 5th position out of the 11 years as it was at the end of last month. Here's the daily output of the 2 solar arrays for the past 365 days. The 28-day moving average line for the southeast array remains above where it was a year ago, while the southwest array's moving average ends very close to the starting position but hasn't yet risen above the line for the southeast array. This is the distribution of the energy input for the past 365 days, and here's an overview of the daily solar production for that same period. Finally, here is the summary graph for our grid electricity usage since we moved here in the summer of 2011. The grey line is the number of low-rate units and the red line is the number of normal-rate units used each month, as measured on the left-hand scale. The monthly electricity bill is shown by the yellow line and the right-hand scale, and the green line shows the monthly contribution to the feed-in tariff payments which we get for the old southwest array's production. The property has used more grid energy than last winter, with the main culprit being the storage heaters in the annex, though energising the car has also made a little extra contribution. That's all for this month. I'll leave you with the home energy usage graphs from the Tesla app for each day of February, and hope to see you again next month.